Alcohol in Oklahoma and where it can be sold. It's a hot issue on cold drinks that you'll get to vote on when you head to the polls in just a few days from now. State Question 792 would modernize Oklahoma's liquor laws and allow for the sale of refrigerated, High Point beer and wine in our grocery and convenience stores. But there are opposing parties here, so joining us to talk about this in favor of this state question is Alex Wentz, who's the spokesman for the Yes on 792 campaign. And then in opposition, we have Brian Kerr with More Liquor. Thank y'all both for being with us here this morning. Now, I've been covering this bill for a while now. I know I have previously spoken with you, so really excited to get your perspective on this as well. What I'm hearing here is 792 would create a lot of ease for consumers, but a lot of competition for the liquor stores. So, Alex, let's start with you. Why do you support this?
Sure. Well, it's going to be great for consumers, and we're talking about convenience, one-stop shopping. When we increase competition, we know we're going to lower prices, which is going to be great for consumers, and increase selection. There are brands that don't do business in Oklahoma because they want to sell their products cold, or because they don't like our outdated rules and regulations, so we'll get those products too. And then if you're not a consumer of beer and wine, you're still going to benefit from job creation and economic growth as we empower local businesses like craft brewers, farmers that grow grapes. You know, there's a huge coalition of people who stand to benefit from modernizing our laws and getting us out of this sort of prohibition-era system. Yeah,
because the alcohol business is big for the Sooner State here. So you're saying creates ease for consumers and companies and businesses. You, on the other hand, you have a different view of this. Tell us why you're in opposition.
Well, first of all, thank you, by the way, for having us. First of all, Alex is making a big assumption on prices going down for consumers. I don't believe prices are going down for consumers. I believe prices are going up. SQ 792, one of the hidden provisions in that law, it creates a quasi-monopoly at the wholesale level. People don't realize this, they don't understand this because they haven't seen commercials about it. What it's going to do is it's going to allow the wholesale distribution system in Oklahoma to be controlled by just one or two out-of-state companies. Those companies will set the prices, services, and selections that trickle down to the consumers. So what the consumers are looking at is actually an increase in prices and a decrease in selection if they vote for 792. And oh, by the way, SB 383, its statutory companion, actually has an increase on the beer sold, increase in tax on the beer sold at grocery stores and convenience stores. It's 10% greater per gallon than they currently pay on that beer that's sold in grocery and convenience stores. So Oklahomans, if they vote for SQ 792, they will get convenience, but that convenience comes at a higher price.
And when you and I have spoken before, I know, give us your perspective here on, as a business owner of More Liquor, what you plan to see in revenue, a drop in sales. Kind of give us what that means for you.
So if people, SQ 792 is clearly being backed by Walmart. The majority of the funding's coming from Walmart. Alex Wentz, who's a friend of mine, is essentially a Walmart spokesperson. He comes and he tells you these things are good, but they're really just good for Walmart. Local businesses are going to suffer. There'll be about 300 of us that own liquor stores throughout the state of Oklahoma, 680 total current locally owned liquor stores. About 300 of those people will probably be out of business within 2 years. About 2,000 people will probably lose their job as a result of SQ 792. So even if you don't really care about local businesses and only care about your own convenience, understand that this hurts the local economies that these businesses operate in because they spread their money around. Local businesses support their local economies 3 times more effectively than chain stores and corporate stores.
And Alex, I want you to get a word in here. Are you actually foreseeing this kind of loss in jobs here?
Of course not.
And how do we know what to believe?
Sure.
You know, a lot of viewers concerned.
Well, first of all, let's talk about who the Yes on 792 coalition is. It's over 60 businesses, the vast majority of whom are locally owned and operated. Again, craft brewers, farmers who grow grapes, convenience stores and grocery stores of all sizes. We've got over 5,000 people signed up representing all 77 counties in support of this because they know it's going to be great for consumers. It's going to be great for businesses. It's going to create a lot of jobs. It gives liquor stores tools that they don't have today to better serve their customers. Cold beer, you'll be able to serve the most popular brands, Bud, Coors, Miller, that you can't today, and sell non-alcoholic items. Those are things that your customers are asking to be able to do. And finally, it's really important to remember that 792, all the things that we're proposing, either some or all, have been adopted by most of the rest of this country. and none of the things that Brian is forecasting have come to pass. You know, there are liquor stores in all 50 states.
Yeah, and states like Texas, for instance, where this thing is already in effect and has been in effect for many, many years, there are half the number of liquor stores per capita than we have here in Oklahoma. So Alex knows the numbers. He's being just disingenuous when he says that liquor stores in Oklahoma are going to be fine. They're not going to be fine.
Well, I don't know any Texans who've said, well, I can't find any liquor in Texas, but I do know there are a lot of Oklahomans who go to Texas to buy full-strength beer, to buy cheaper wine because our wine is so expensive here because our distribution system is so outdated.
And that wholesale monopoly is going to make it even more expensive.
And I do want to touch
now.
on that point that you just made, because in my story I said, when I talked to Senator Bice, who was one of the co-sponsors of this bill, she said we're hemorrhaging a lot of money across state lines. How much are we losing, and how much, if we say yes on 792, would we keep here in Oklahoma? Alex?
I think that's difficult to calculate, but what I can tell you, I mean, if you need some sort of frame of reference for the kind of jobs and production that we're talking about, look at a state like Oregon, similar population to Oklahoma. Its craft beer industry is 7 times larger. It's a $1 billion industry that supports thousands of jobs. If you're talking about wine, we used to have 5,000 acres of farmland dedicated to growing grapes in Oklahoma. Today it's just 500. You know, of course, the Dust Bowl had something to do with that, but the reason we never got back up to that level is because our rules and regulations are so punitive and restrictive for these small, locally owned farmers and industries. So we can really grow these industries. We're at the basement. We need to start getting towards the ceiling.
Okay.